Today on the vlog, I talk about New York Comic Con setting up in a 3-foot space and some thoughts on traveling. Cue the intro. So I'm traveling to the New York Comic Con on Wednesday, and I've been trying to think about how to set up my stuff because I've only got 3 feet, half a 6-foot table. So I got 3 feet to set up art and prints. One of the things I noticed about the New York Comic Con this year, and it may have been this way for the last 4 years, I haven't been since 2014, but they have put a restriction on, like, you've probably seen in some of the shots at conventions, the wire baskets that people kind of have modified to become stands to put prints and things on. And just about, it seems like everybody's got them now, and I've got them to hang prints up there. They have cracked down on how high you can go. So I think you can go 4 feet from the floor. And I'm pretty sure, I know that mine go over my head to get just 2 prints up there. So also you can't put your prints, if you set something up, you can't have your stuff next to, like, hang prints facing outward towards somebody else's table. It's actually not bad rules at kind of level. When somebody's got their stuff facing, it's confusing for I get it. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does pose a challenge of how to get people looking down at your table as opposed to looking up, because I've noticed that people tend to buy things if they can see them eye level or, facing. So I've got to figure that out, and I'm probably gonna have to condense some art books and things. Traveling is difficult on a plane for me to take everything, because so much of the stuff that I sell is paper, and paper's heavy, and if you go over, that's a hefty little fine is not the right word, but fee. It's a hefty fee if you go over, and I'm trying to get everything all condensed, so I hate traveling with a bunch of stuff. I don't know how dealers do it. Dealers have to set up stuff, and there's a reason why a good day at a con to get good deals is Sunday, because dealers do not want to go home with statues and all things, so they're willing to cut you a deal the last day. Typically, sometimes, not everybody, but you're more likely to get a good deal then. So I'm trying to figure out that today. I was also thinking about just traveling, because I haven't been to New York in, like I said, 4 years, and I've done I think I did the show like six years in a row. I mean, I've been to New York, and there's a temptation when you go places and you have a day, because I want to have like a half day, afternoon day to just kind of be in the city. And I was thinking, what do I want to do? Is there anything I want to see? And then I realized that over the years traveling to different places, even like, I was talking this weekend with someone about London. And when I went to London, the first thing that comes to mind is not the touristy sightseeing things. I mean, I'm glad I went and saw the Tower of London and Big Ben and all that stuff. But what I remember most is just being in the city, sitting in, coffee shop in the morning, sitting in a pub, just hanging out, just kind of like watching and being there. Those are like the things my mind goes back to. That's more, I don't know what the right word for. It's a more human experience just to be somewhere, and as opposed to going for a purpose of sightseeing, right? Maybe that's not a good way to put it, but people in New York, like New Yorkers, typically never go to Times Square, or they're not going and doing. They live in the city, but they're not doing the touristy stuff. I mean, and that's true, I think, of wherever you are. Typically, you don't do the things that tourists come to do. If you live, you kind of take it for granted. You don't really. So anyway, so I think my first day is just going to be hanging out and making some videos. I really dropped the ball on Baltimore, making some convention videos, and part of the reason I want to do that is just over time kind of have something to look back on and see, because I've been doing conventions for 13 years, from sitting on this side of the table, this side, so I don't know. So it'd be nice to have some videos maybe to look back, just where how things have changed, because it's definitely a different climate in comic conventions now than it was, 10 years ago. So just some thoughts as I'm trying to get everything together. I have not packed or anything, so I have a day to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So check out a video. If you see, let me over here. Where are they? Are they over here? Yes. Check out a video over here, or subscribe over here, and click the little bell down there above the descriptions to be notified of your subscription. Yeah, it's a thing. So I will see you tomorrow.